Monday morning, we had more confirmations. Some people are on the way, but in the interest of people who are there on time, we should, I think, respect their time. We should start the program on time. Though we are a little delayed, so I'll keep my presentation a little brief. My name is Mohit Gandhi. I am the convener for National CSR Network. This is a body which was set up in 2015 after the law had come, and many organizations were discussing how to go about meeting the requirements of the law. So I remember myself, Pankaj Bansal, who is a co-founder of People Strong, Mr. Rajendran, who is a co-founder of NIIT, Mr. Dwarkanath, that time he was the group director for Max India and then chairman for GSK India, and Mr. Gautam Mahajan, who is the co-founder of our Value Creation Forum. So we met at Mr. Dwarkanath's office and we thought, let us create a formal forum in this space. And the journey has been quite interesting, quite fulfilling. In fact, when I was inviting our guest speakers, Dr. Saner and Dr. Licha Yui from Geneva, I remembered I had met them around 20 years back in India. That time I was a part of CII, and we launched ISO 10015 in India that time. And you'll be happy to note, they are the architects of that standard. They wrote that standard, ISO 10015 for the world. And ISO 10015 is a HR standard. Very few people know that there is a standard for HR, and though initially it had got good response, but many people were scared of implementing this standard in their companies for obvious reasons. And so they were here for some work, including their medical tourism. And then I spoke to Mr. Praveen Khan, who is the CSR head, sustainability head for Spark Minda Corp, and he was kind enough to host this event. While we were discussing the topic for discussion, we said, can we keep a topic which is aligned with the theme of National CSR Network? So the vision with which National CSR Network was set up was empowering corporates for meaningful social work. Maybe we can run the first slide. So we said, and obviously, we didn't want the companies that time to just tick the mark to do CSR work. Large corporates are doing CSR work before the law also. But how to encourage new corporates to do meaningful work? Then we thought, can we have a topic which enables companies to do meaningful social work on a sustainable basis? And then this topic came because when you see at the intersection of CSR, ESG, SDG, meaningful work will happen, which will be on a sustainable basis. Now it's a topic which is, for some people it's a very touchy topic. They will say it's an ethical issue. CSR is compulsory by law, how you can merge it with ESG? It's not correct. But that is why we invited these experts. We said, can we align the end results, the end objective? If we align the end objective, the strategy, which speaks the language of all the stakeholders. And in fact, on a very similar topic, maximizing social return on investment, we did a conference just last month, which was supported by multiple PSUs. It had Chairman Mr. Ayush Gupta ji, who's the Director HR for GAIL, Gas Authority of India Limited. So we realized everything is leading to this only. How we can have sustainable, meaningful work in the social space. Now, ES is common for CS also, social, corporate. So E is environment, social, and if you look at the themes of CSR, the majority of the major baskets where CSR money is spent is on environment, is on skill development, is on education, is on health. So how we can take it forward, and if we can combine all these three, because over here I'm very happy to see some people who are not heading CSR but they are heading ESG in their organizations, or they are heading sustainability in their organizations. So there is obviously an interest to learn how we can further the common goal. We are experts, so I will not delve too much in this topic, because this is a topic which is very close to my heart as well, because I am to do a PhD on this subject, which is leveraging CSR for ESG. So the guide over there were also very excited, because they said it's a new topic, because new areas of research will happen. So I'll quickly take you through what National CSR Network is all about in 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll go with our agenda. We'll have Mr. Praveen Khan to set the context and take things forward. So as I mentioned, the vision is empower organizations with meaningful social work, and mission is, anything which is sustainable has to have ROI. Then only you will have the interest of the stakeholders, whether funders or the organizations who are taking funds. And now government has also made impact assessment compulsory for large projects. Next slide. So we work typically with the AAA approach. Our main focus is on capacity building in select domains, and of course we try to create alliances, create forums, create platforms, and this particular where we are having this meeting today is one such platform where you will not find these people from such senior people sitting in a room on a Monday morning discussing this topic, and all of them are who's who. Believe me, each one of them who's sitting over here is chased by so many NGOs, so many academia, so many similar minded people on thoughts, on seminal thinking, on so many new areas, new initiatives where they can support their work. And Amplify is one such area where we are very, very keen to work, because this is one area where if you are doing good work, it has to be amplified. Then only you will be able to motivate others to work. I was speaking with Mr. Azim Premji. So he said, one area where, because any organization will not have the bandwidth to cover the whole of India, any one organization. So how we can amplify the work, how we can spread the good practices, how we can make the best practices further better, and in the process recognize the work of good work which is happening in this space. So next slide. So we have a robust platform. It is, I would say, this space that is always work in progress. Next slide. So we have a very strong CSR presence. We have a community of 20,000 plus CSR professionals who are engaged with us, who are continuously giving either publicly or privately inputs on our area of work. Next slide. Media has been very kind. In fact, the CSR Social Return on Investment Conclave, which we did just last month, it had more than 100 platforms picking up the story. So we had Economic Times, we have large media, small media, newer kind of medias as well. Next slide. So this is something which we take very pride in it. This project is undertaken by Mrs. Minda. So she is the editor for this newsletter. She is the till recently she was the ED CSR for GMR War Lakshmi Foundation. So the moment we had her as a editor, the credibility of this newsletter went up, because if anybody who knows her will vouch her sincerity, her knowledge, deep knowledge in this area, in this field. Now we are trying to bring this newsletter in a new thing, wherein we are trying to pick not themes rather than generic newsletters. These would be newsletters on thematic newsletters. We will get best practices from corporates and other areas. Next slide. We do impact studies, because many corporates have approached us, can you help us in doing impact studies? So we have done impact studies in villages, in rural electrification area kind of, I think, and solar electrification. We did first project with Alstom India in Bihar on education front. Next slide. So these are some of our clients, key clients. Next slide. Next slide. As I mentioned, capacity building is something where we take a lot of focus. It's one of our focus areas. So you have Mr. Srinivasu sitting here. He is currently the Secretary for Ministry of Urban Affairs. He's a kind of a mentor for National CSR Network. He has been supporting us right from the very beginning. In fact, our first program, when he was Joint Secretary for DOPT, which is kind of HR department for IS officers for Government of India. Next slide. So these are some of the topics which we have picked up, and believe me, we still get a lot of requests, a lot of this thing, even in doing your next program. But these are all happening in the online mode. Today also we wanted to do this meeting online, but then we thought, there's a lot of huge interest in doing an offline meeting. And then people said, we are outside Delhi, can we do a hybrid meeting? I said, hybrid meetings are a little tricky, because either the focus is on the online people or the focus is on the offline people. So we don't do justice in that space. Next slide. So as I mentioned, these are all applied learning programs. These are programs which have faculties from industry. In fact, the program directors are also industry people who curate these programs very, very carefully. Next slide. So you can see right from Colgate Palmolive to Agile Technologies to Tata Trust to NSTC to GSW Foundation to Spark Minda Corp. All of them have graced these workshops as guest faculties, as experts, panelists. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. So I would not like to go into details. These are some of the milestones which we have achieved in the last 1.5 years, where we have upscaled 200 plus corporates, mentored 300 plus NGOs, trained 1,000 plus professionals. These are some of the participants in our companies, in our programs. Next slide. These are some of the bites from the government. The Vice Chairman, Niti Aayog, that time Dr. Rajiv Kumar, is a great supporter of CSR Network. That time we also had the Rural Development Secretary coming on our forum. Next slide. And as I mentioned, GEM, you cannot do anything, in today's, if you want to work with government, you have to work with GEM. Next slide. So this is our advisory council. You will see it's a very strong advisory council, which lends credibility to our area of work. Right from Mr. Dwarkanath, who is heading it, to Dr. Rajiv Kumar, to people from CXOs, from all the major companies. And of course, we are trying to reconstitute it. Next slide. So in the last, I would just like to say that make our hands stronger, join National CSR Network as a member, so that we can work for a common cause, work for a cause which builds India, and in the process which also grows and furthers your organizations. Thank you so much. I will now request Shweta to first introduce Mr. Praveen Khan, and then we'll take the.
Thank you so much, sir. Good morning, everyone. To set the stage for today's discussion, we are privileged to have Mr. Praveen Khan deliver the theme address. A distinguished leader in sustainability and CSR, Mr. Khan has over 18 years of experience in driving impactful initiatives across industries. Under his leadership, Minda Corporation has received multiple prestigious awards, including the National CSR Awards 2019, the ICSI Award 2021, and the National Award for Empowerment of People with Disabilities 2024. He has spearheaded key projects in carbon reduction, water and waste management, and renewable energy, while fostering ESG integration across organizations. Mr. Khan is an expert panel member at IICA, serves on CSR committees of ASSOCHAM and CII. He has also been a speaker at over 100 plus national and international forums. He holds a postgraduate degree in rural development from Xavier Institute of Social Service. Thank you so much. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you very much. Once again, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all of you. We were thinking to have a discussion with some group of people who have some interest in this subject called CSR and sustainability, ESG, and somehow I got an opportunity to host all of you through NCN. So on behalf of Spark Minda Group and NCN, I again would like to welcome all of you for the day. To set the context, let us look at CSR first of all. So post 2013 and enactment 2014, last approximately 10 years of journey is there in front of all of us, and we have seen massive changes, amendments, value additions, rectifications in CSR. But something which is good which has happened is that it has created impact. It has changed lives. The CSR has the potential to bring in changes in people and planet. When you look at the spending part, today approximately 30,000 crores is the money being spent on CSR by approximately 20,000 companies in India. It is expected to grow by a CAGR of 12%. So another 10 years, the CSR will be a 1 lakh crore volume of spending for the country. This is as good as the education budget of Government of India. But trust me, it's just not about the money. There are many other things. If you look at the very concept of CSR, how was it started? The concept was voluntary, philanthropic, charitable. Later, it took up a different shape, especially in India. After the Act came in, this was called a compliance. While if you look at the full form of CSR, R stands for responsibility, and then you finally call it CSR Act. So the responsibility becomes an act, and this is always a contradiction, that how could a responsibility be an act or an act be a responsibility? That's fair, companies have to do it, and we have been doing compliances in many other things, and therefore there's one more which is section 135, and we all are doing it. mid 20th century, some other companies were also doing it. But if you look at last approximately 10 years, and very aggressively last 3 years, after BRSR is there in place, which is business responsibility and sustainability reporting. So another form of compliance comes in, and a major part of it is going to be ESG. What is ESG? We are here to discuss that today. It's more strategic. It talks about long-term engagement, commitment, delivery. And that's not the case that CSR doesn't talk about it. It does. And therefore we have one-time program and ongoing programs also. And that's the reason that we are talking about impact, with Mohitji just now talked about. ESG on the other hand also talks about ROI and profit. And once profit comes in, then the seriousness, engagement, everything increases. And gradually this is also happening to ESG. It's measurable, it's transparent. It talks about carbon, it talks about labor laws, its proper implementation, governance structures. It talks about board diversity, integration, inclusion of women, of course, and many other. Majorly, I would say, influenced from Europe also, and just not a very Indian concept. India already had it. We have the system of governance, a very traditional system of it. But today we are getting a new nomenclature of it called ESG, and we are doing it. Even if you look at the Almighty, the God today, we all have heard about the concept of Ardhanarishwar. And therefore, I just want to say that India knew it, that it is there. What came in place? Investors and regulations. Once these two things got introduced, and the companies looked at the attraction by doing ESG, the attraction to get investment, this becomes significant. ESG talks about the risk management and improvement, so an investor can assess your risks of the company and can derive a conclusion whether to invest with you or not to invest with you.